Hello Internet! Super Mario 64 is a great classic, but what if it could be made a bit more difficult? What if all the bright colours in the game just became a bit more deadly? Can you beat the Super Mario 64 Colour Wheel Challenge? Of course we need some ground rules. Before I enter a stage, the wheel of colours will be spun. Whatever colour it lands on will be considered evil and will be out to get us. If that evil colour is touched, then we must exit the course and a different colour will be selected for our next attempt. The wheel will also be respun for after each time we collect a star to see what colour will be considered evil next. The final goal will be to collect 70 stars and beat the game. One final rule: if yellow is selected, then I am allowed to touch the star, otherwise the run would be over before it began. By the way, we will be playing the 3D All-Stars version of the game, so no BLJs, people. By the way, I know similar ideas have been done before, but I thought this would be a fun way to replay the game. And with that, let's get started on our colour journey. As we entered Bob-omb Battlefield, the first colour spun on the wheel was black, which means that Star 1 was a no-go. I thought Star 6 would be my best bet. As I wandered to the post, the Chain Chomp was out to get me. Chain Chomp then got a nice taste of Mario's blood. This was going to be a long challenge, isn't it? On the second time around, the wheel gave me red, which was a much nicer colour. The mountain scale was easy, but I was an idiot and almost ran into the red heart. Like, really? Come on, me. Within 3 throws and breaking Mario's backbone, the king was defeated and the first star of the run was ours. Going into Star 2, the wheel picked black again. I thought Koopa would be easy. Silly me. Failing this shortcut on the white wall led Mario into a belly slide of doom straight into a Bob-omb. Trying the race again, the wheel selected purple for me. Fun fact, but purple isn't a real colour. Honestly, Google it if you don't believe me. Where were we? Oh yeah, the Koopa race. This time the race went smoothly and I claimed my prize at the top of the mountain. I decided to go for the island star as my final one to get for now. The wheel gave me red and after... No, this Bob-omb is not red, he's pink, okay? Pink Bob-omb means pink, not red. And after the cannon blast that fired me almost directly into a red coin, like seriously, how did I not touch it? Really? It was right there. The third star was mine. On the Whomp's Fortress, blue was the first colour spun on the wheel. The first star was easy enough, and yes, the Whomps aren't blue. They're just not, okay? Don't even try and say so. Pink was the next colour? No, not Sculler, colour spun on the wheel, and it was going to the top of the tower, and I fell from the top platform like an idiot. Since Starfleet was closer, I quickly grabbed it. Being an idiot must be a habit of mine though, as what do I do when the wheel spins yellow? Run into the first coins I see. Oops. Thankfully, the wheel was nice and chose pink, so the tower climb was easy on the next attempt. The wheel then picked yellow again, and I thought this time I was ready. Keyword: thought. Purple was the next non-real colour of death, and the star in the cage was the target. After a simple climb up the mountain and a line in the jump, I missed. Womp womp. I did manage to get the jump on the second attempt though, bringing the star count up to 7 stars. Next I thought I would tackle the slide, but the wheel chose brown. This clearly wasn't going to work as well. I'm sure you can see for yourself why it can't work. On the next run, the wheel spun black, and the only thing I had to avoid was the finish line at the very end of the slide, which is quite easy to do. On the last run down the slide though, red was the colour I was trying to avoid, and it was a very close call on the ending platform. I can fully understand if you think that I touched the platform, but I didn't. Looked like that I touched it to me, so I'll allow it, but boy it was close. Next up was Cool Cool Mountain, and hopefully no blue from the wheel. Luckily red was the first colour spun, which made Star 1 pretty easy. Green was spun for Star 2 and he had one hiccup taking the baby penguin, where I thought I had hit the green wall, but Mario's bum slid down the down the blue wall instead. Phew! Apart from that, this star was pretty easy. The wall kick star was easy as I only had to avoid yellow. The colour red was also picked for the penguin race, which made it quite easy to get to the boss and then beat the big chubby penguin at his own race. Yeah, that feels mean. I'm sorry, penguin. Now the wing cap was also available, and that was another easy star to collect. By the way, can I see how happy Mario looks when he's on the wing cap? I mean, he looks like he's saying whee! Time for Bowser 1, and as the wheel spun blue, and on entering, on the second attempt I got the colour brown, and after a short while I ran into the bridge. After a bit of messing around, it was clear this wasn't going to happen and accepted defeat. Run free and I rolled pink. This is getting a bit boring, isn't it? Waiting until I get a wheel spin that gives a colour that makes the level easy. At this point, this is where I decided to change the rules of the challenge. Now when the wheel is spun before a level, that colour can't be touched in that level for the rest of the game. Pink and purple will also be removed from the wheel, as they feel like get out of jail free cards at the moment. If the game becomes impossible, then the challenge is over and we fail. Womp womp. These rules sound a lot better to me, but let me know if I made the right decision or not. Anywho, with that cleared up, and with us hurling Bowser into a bomb, the run can now continue. Time for Lethal Lava Land, and the wheel selected brown, and oh no. This looks like the colour brown to me, in my opinion, so the whole of Lethal Lava Land is off limits. Just great. 7 whole whopping stars that we can't get. Hopefully Shifting Sandland treats us a bit better, but the wheel has other ideas and gives us brown. Really? Again? And yes, the sand is beige, not brown, before anyone says otherwise. Blame my eyes, not me. I tried to use the wing cap to get Clupto for Star 1 as the pillars are brown, so I couldn't touch them. As for the first flight, I missed by just a bit. After the wing cap block just appeared out of nowhere, like, how have I never seen that before, like ever? I tried again and managed to barely snag the star for myself, and with that puts us up to 15 stars in total. I had a very similar idea for the star on the top of the pyramid. I considered it to be brown as well. So it was close, but Mario barely skimmed above the pyramid floor to nab the star. All of the stars couldn't be collected as they were all in the pyramid, or they were the red coins in the court boxes that I couldn't get. Some good news though was that I finally had enough stars for Nips, so I quickly grabbed that. Toad was also chilling in the basement, so after a bit of peer pressure he gave me his star. Entering Hazy Maze Cave, the wheels spun black, and no, I don't think the blotches on the ground count, since I think that's quite unfair to myself. First, I went to watch for the fallen rock star, and realised that the star wasn't happening due to the walls having too much black on them. The much more annoying part about this level though was the elevators, as they had a black line marking them, and it was hard to land on the elevator. I jumped for this first one and made it first try? Yeah! Mario doesn't seem to be touching any of the black, so I guess we're good to continue. My new plan was to go to the Toxic Maze first, as I thought these stars would be the most time consuming to get. After jumping like a madman, I reached the first door leading to a star, but by jumping onto the platform, Mario's toe hit the black line, causing a reset. After re-entering the Toxic Maze and failing again and dying one more time, I managed to do more madman jumping and make my way to one of the doors. After the correct alignment, I landed on the elevator in the correct position, giving us a star. Re-entering the toxic maze, I immediately ran into one of the moly holes, which triggered a reset. However, this star went a lot smoother than the last one, and after more madman jumping and one elevator jump later, the star was mine for the taking. And no, I couldn't have done the side flip, wall jump skip, as the wall had too much black on it. Next, I wanted to go to the area with Dory, and after exploring the cave a bit, there wasn't really much more it could throw at me, and after one very annoying platform jump later, like I hate these platforms so much, they're so flippin' annoying, and killing Dory's backbone, star 1 was mine. Next, I wanted to go for the metal cap to get that done with. After another annoying platform jump, I made it to the metal cap room, where we hit a roadblock. The painting to enter the metal cap had black in it. I know this hasn't been a problem while entering other paintings, but this is an entrance inside Hazy Maze Cave itself, so meaning that the rules of the challenge apply, so the metal cap can't be used for the rest of this run. As a backup, I went to this gate, and after a few tries I managed to unlock the gate without the metal cap to get another star without touching black. The last thing here that I wanted to check was the red coin star. It was tough luck to find out that the platform used to collect the coins had a black outline on the arrows, making the star impossible to grab. There are 2 levels that I haven't tried yet, and I decided to go to the back of the courtyard to deal with the ghost problem and go to Big Boo's haunt. The wheel gave us yellow. Oh, come on! All doors in this level have yellow handles, so we're locked outside the whole mansion. This means that there's another level where 0 stars can be collected. I swear this wheel hates me so much. This means that Jolly Roger Bay is the last level we haven't been to yet, but first was the secret aquarium, and of course the wheel rolled blue. On entering the level though, the water seemed to be clear to me. This just left the red coins on the floor, which seemed to be a bit tricky to grab but not impossible due to the blue floor. I can understand if you can think the star can't be done, but in my eyes, I don't see blue in the water, so this star can be collected. Now for Jolly Roger Bay, and the wheel continues to be evil and rolls us brown. The cave star was on the top of the to-do list, and the main problem comes in the form of the chests, which need to be opened, but by standing in front of them, Mario can touch the hitbox of the chest to open them. As you can clearly see, I am not touching the chests at all, which would mean that star 1 should be able to be done, and therefore most of the stars in Jolly Roger Bay can be cleared. One step at a time though, all these other chests were the same. A slow approach, and a quick check to make sure that I wasn't touching the chest. This worked, allowing the star to be collected. However, the star in the pirate ship wouldn't be so easy. Due to the swimming controls, it made it much easier to headbutt Mario's head against the chest. On this attempt, I got to the first chest and opened it without hitting the chest, so I knew this was possible to do. But this time Mario's nose managed to clip through the chest. Ouch! Splinters. The next attempt the same thing happened. After a few more attempts, Mario's nose did not bonk a single chest and the water was drained. I still had to be careful while climbing up due to the wooden beams, but taking it slowly and carefully allowed the star to be mine. After the ship star, star 2 was easy as I just took the star from the eel, and star 5 was also very easy too, very simple stuff. But oh boy, star 6 was something else. Now, I have never done this star capless before, but oh my god, this was annoying. Now I know to some people this trick is easy, but for me, this was difficult, I can't lie. I just couldn't get the swimming timings right. To get the star, Mario seemed to get close on most attempts, but never close enough to touch the star's hitbox. Again and again I would try but get pushed away by the current. but as I just decided to keep on going time and time again, I would fail. But eventually, this happened. After that adventure, the last thing to say on Jolly Roger Bay is that the red coins can't be done due to the pirate ship as well as the platforms being brown. With 30 stars needed to be collected, I decided to go back to Bob-omb Battlefield, and orange was chosen for the first time in the video. Woo! I went to Chain Chomp first for his star, and it was a lot easier than earlier on in the video, giving us yet another star, bringing us up to 29. Next I went for the red coins and 100 coin stars, which took a while with how spread out the coins are in the level, but was relatively straightforward, giving us 2 more stars and giving us enough stars to open the 30 star door and tackle Dire Diadox and second Bowser. Time for Dire Diadox, and the wheel spun red this time. After a quick swim and a few jump kicks up the side of the submarine, Star 1 was claimed. This was followed by the Manta's reward star and the chest star in the currents, which were both quite easy. Through the jet stream was also easy to reach and spawn the star for. The jet wasn't nearly as bad as the one in Jolly Roger Bay, and I got the star quite quickly, surprisingly to me really. Time for Bowser in the Fire Sea, and the wheel spins red. This might sound annoying because, well, there's fire everywhere, but actually the climb up was quite easy. The only part that posed a bit of challenge was the section towards the end, but if you take it slow then you'll be fine. After a few pole jumps, it was time to come face to face with Bowser. Now the floor of the arena is similar to an issue in Hazy Maze Cave. Now I still think this is petty and very minor, so it shouldn't count to me, but if you disagree with me, that's absolutely fine, and I would understand why you would think that. Now the red ring surround in the middle stops me from completely cheesing the fight, so I had to do a proper throw, which I'm not very good at. After not 1 but 2 failed attempts, wow, I'm really bad at these throws. I swung Bowser right into a bomb, giving us the key to upstairs. Wow, that was a lot more than I thought it was going to be, if I'm going to be honest. That's why this video is going to be split into 2 parts, with part 2 coming out later this year, and we'll find out whether this colour challenge is actually possible or not. Goodbye, internet.